There's no technology that can date them directly. So the National Park Service teamed up with the US Geological Survey to search for more evidence. And they struck gold, finding layer upon layer of animal and human tracks going deep into the past. Buried among them were seeds from an aquatic grass, seeds that could be carbon dated. And the results were astounding.
We know that the footprints were here for thousands of years, at least from 23,000 years to 21,000 years.
Wow. The discovery of human footprints at White Sands is a huge step forward in our understanding of the peopling of the Americas. We're looking at absolutely incontrovertible evidence that humans were present in New Mexico deep in the Ice Age, as much as 23,000 years ago. It's proof that long before it was possible to spread south into the Americas through that ice-free corridor, humans were already here. This changes the history of the Americas, and it changes the history of the world. These are human beings just like us, but human beings concealed behind the veil of time. And our task now is to lift that veil back and re-establish that connection with our ancestors and with the remote past. The footprints hold special meaning and significance for the indigenous communities of this area. Kim Pascual Charlie of the Pueblo of Acoma consulted with the team on this groundbreaking discovery. Tell me about the relationship of the Acoma to the land. How long have your people been here? Are there myths and traditions about an origin story of it?
Yes, our origin story started somewhere in the north area, and through our migration story that has been passed down from generation to generation, we settled here and there, coming down here, and that's where my people stayed. We've been in the Southwest for a very long time.
To Kim and her people, these prints are far more than archaeological records. Your ancestors left their footprints. Mm-hmm. I understand you were involved in finding some of those footprints.
Yes, there's no words to describe it. We've come to see where our ancestors once walked this earth. And to place my hands in the little footprints of children. You know, and it gets very emotional. Yeah. You know, I'm sorry, Graham, but it's just yeah, there are times that makes you want to cry.
Absolutely.
You know.
But once the footprints are exposed, the same process of erosion that revealed them will slowly start to erase them. These footprints, which testify to the ancient presence of your people, are also fragile. They could easily be lost.
You know, maybe 50 years from now, the next generation won't be able to see the footprints. No. But the stories will continue. Our stories will continue.
But the barren landscape begs a question. Why would all these humans and animals have come here? Remember, North America was different during the Ice Age. The north half of the continent was smothered by ice. And this part of New Mexico was very different. At first glance, this vast open desert with patches of brush and wind-sculpted dunes seems pitiless and otherworldly. But if we wind the clock back to the height of the Ice Age, conditions here were very different. The Tularosa Base